Hi, I'm Mary, and today we're going to be talking about optimism versus realism. So I think there's a fine line between being optimistic and trying to be positive about something, and actually being honest about your current circumstances. What I learned from a bunch of self-help experts is that if you want to lead a healthier, happier life, you should watch your tongue. Now, while I still think this is true, I think there's a line between being positive and actually being honest with yourself, and I think people cross that line a lot. So I went back and forth on this because I want to create YouTube videos that are open and honest and as raw as I can make it, considering I'm still editing. But if I'm going to be open and honest, then I'm going to be talking about some negative things as well and negative aspects of life. And part of me wanted to use this advice that I had learned from these self-help experts and start saying things in past tense. Here's what I mean. Instead of saying, I struggle with depression, say, I used to be sad. Now, that's not exactly true though. And it's not open and it's not honest. Because if I'm struggling with something, then yes, I am actually struggling with it. And yes, I am maybe working through it or trying to do things to improve my life with that. And that deserves acknowledgement. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm still struggling with it at this present moment in time. And while I know that positive language will actually help me more than negative language, I think that honesty and connection is still much more important to me. So my point with being positive versus, negative thinking and talking and such is that I want to connect with people. And if I would go around all the time forcing myself to talk in a positive way, to make these bold statements that may or may not be true, one of the things that I'm doing is I'm disconnecting myself from the people that I want to help. I'd be disconnecting myself from people who do not talk in a positive way. And I think that's one of the reasons why self-help people, get a bad rap from people who, are in a bad space. Yes, some of the stuff that they say may not work for people with mental health issues. It may not work for everyone. And a lot of times, they'll state it as though it would help everybody and it's some universal truth. But I think overall, they're saying things in this positive way and yay, 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 rah, rah, rah. And people who are not in that state already are going to be like, oh my God, what's up with this guy? So yeah, forcing positive language may disconnect you from someone because that other person, that may not be where they're at. I think it's much better to be with someone to help them up than to try to reach down to someone to help them up. In other words, it's better to rappel down into the pit yourself and bring a rope and bring a hand than it is for you to try to pull someone up from a place where they can't even see you. They can't even see your hand. They don't know that you're actually trying to help them because you're not expressing the right things to make them trust you. You're not expressing the right things to make them feel like they're understood. And even in actual physicalness of things, trying to reach down to someone with one hand holding on and the other, reaching out, it's going to be a lot harder for you to pull someone up than it is for you to actually be down there and give them a lift up. So yeah, I would like to know what your guys' opinion of realism versus optimism, positivity versus honesty, as far as speech is concerned. What are your thoughts? Go ahead and leave that in the comments for me, and maybe I will revisit this topic later. Something that I like to do at the end of my videos is just say something good that has happened to me lately. And that would be, drumroll, I got boxes upon boxes upon boxes of things that were sitting in the middle of my living room downstairs, and got it all gone to Goodwill. And that makes me feel pretty good, because not only am I helping other people out, but I'm helping myself out, because now I have a lot more space, I have a lot more room, and I'm hoping that the room that I'm making is going to be enough so that I can actually start videoing downstairs by my piano. My piano is very out of tune, so that should be fun. And 2 of the notes don't really work, and I have to pound on them like crazy. So, yeah. But let's not try to be negative. Ha ha ha! I brought it back around. Alright, that's it. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTubey stuff. And we'll see you next time. Mwah!